I don't know why I'm saying French.
Okay.
Un, it's français.
Okay, I look up sugar. I don't remember sugar.
Sucre? No, that's French. Dolce? No, that's just sweet.
I don't know.
No, sugar.
Sugar? For he wants sugar for his.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Got that.
It's
out of the
already
way.
sweetened, but it's not super sweet.
Is it sweetened?
Yeah, it's already sweetened.
Oh, okay, it's sweet tea.
No,
Yeah.
this is Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica.
Yeah,
I thought it was tea.
yeah, no, it's Jamaica, and it's sweetened already.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. No. Yes.
I think he's
No.
good.
Okay. Okay. Don't worry.
That
Ready? Yeah.
No, we're good. Yes.
Okay.
that is good.
Oh.
Very good. That's like the quality of from
Okay.
the taco truck.
So here we are.
You've got a little bit of a language barrier here. But you know what? That means the food's probably excellent. Right?
The
Birria
Guadalajara.
on Niles in Bakersfield.
Yes.
Let's see, does it have an address here? Yes, it does. 3217 Niles Street, Suite E. But once you get here, what you're looking for is the one that has pictures of the Chivo on the wall.
Yes. If you see the Derrick Liquor Store, you're right in the area. Because Derrick Liquor Store will either be, depending upon which way you're coming, just after it or right before it.
These guys used to be right across the street from here. The first time we ever went to the one, well, the only time we ever went to the one across the street, we looked out the window and said, there's
Another one right across the
another
street.
birria place
Yes.
across the street. No, it was the new one that they were working on building before moving out of the old one over to here.
Oh, look at this. Con tortillas hechas a mano.
Handmade tortillas, fresh. Let's see
So
what the
our waiter
tortilla chips.
Our waiter is so nice and patient with us. He speaks very little English. Mi
Very.
español es muy poquito. I think yours is even more poquito than mine.
Mine leans more towards cursing people out because I learned it on construction.
You probably don't want to curse the poor man out. He's nice.
And he did warn Kat that this salsa is hot,
It is caliente.
so she can't have
Mm-hmm.
it. Leaves more for me.
So they have two menus. They have this menu that is all Chivo, which is their specialty. So there's a big, long list of
Well,
Chivo
this is
stuff.
Chivo over here.
Yes.
Is this Chivo,
This is
Chivo
more
on the
Chivo.
other side
The
too?
whole thing. It's tacos, but they're Chivo tacos. And then if you don't want Chivo, which is goat, they have another menu, and this is most likely beef based. Yeah. And we asked if the horchata, if the Jamaica is made in house, and he said yes, it is. Look at this bucket, this amazing bucket, and it is good, really good.
I'm gonna learn how to make this stuff. Buy the dried flowers at the store.
Well, I'm glad you didn't sweeten it and make that it's already sweet tea mistake again.
I forgot that I ordered Jamaica, and it looks kind of like tea from up here. From down here, it's more
reddish.
reddish.
You can see the red.
But there was the one time in North Carolina, I believe it was, back when in the late 80s, I was the operator of a fire-breathing jet-powered Dragon that did halftime events at the monster truck races.
Oh,
here comes something good.
It comes with good stuff
Chivo.
already.
All right.
I like it.
Ah,
Yeah, you like it?
oh, this is delicious.
See?
Yes.
Very good.
You like it? Okay.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sure we will like
Okay.
it.
Don't worry.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh,
Ah,
And it
Okay.
probably
Wait.
takes a while for the.
so this is the which one is this one? This one is
birria,
okay.
tatemada.
Oh, okay.
Tatemada.
That's just the tatamada.
Okay.
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 Very good.
Yay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
And now I'm guessing this is probably hot. It smells so good.
I'm like a food taster. She gets a hold of anything hot, it's gonna kill her. So
And it's got the broth.
yeah, that stays over here.
Okay.
Keep it away from you.
So
I'm the safety guy here.
this is tatamada means fire roasted. So this is a whole, oh my God, it smells so good. This is a whole plate of roasted goat.
Castillo.
Costillo.
Mm.
And then
You
we've
go to
got,
take a little bite, and you're like,
and we've got the soup here, the
Chivo.
broth. And we can add cilantro or onions or lemon.
it's
or two.
Chivo.
Oh man, that's delicious.
And I'm gonna need a couple napkins over here.
Here you go.
It's Chivo. It's been too long since I had a
That's some
A
good,
good goat
that's
rib.
some good Chivo. Okay. So now you gotta try the broth.
good. That's one rib gone.
Mm. Those are good onions too.
Oh, you already put onions and cilantro in the broth?
Yep. I didn't think you'd object. Mm. That is so tender. It just falls right
It
off
is.
of the
It's-
bone. Mm.
It's amazingly tender.
Mm.
I never understood why Americans lean so heavily towards beef. Goat is so much better than beef.
That's yummy. And then, of course, we have our tortilla warmer with handmade tortillas.
Hot.
Hot.
Ew.
Handmade tortillas.
Very hot.
So
Ay, ay, ay.
that's so we can actually make our own tacos with them. Mm.
Fresh tortillas are a real treat.
Oh yeah, they are. The texture of fresh homemade corn tortillas is so much better than anything you can buy in the store.
First time I ever had them, I was a kid,
They're almost creamy.
and we were in Mexico with my dad. Little place on the mainland side of the Gulf of California called El Golfo. And we got on our mini bikes. I was like 14, little lawnmower engine mini bikes, and we rode down the dirt road from the cantina into town. Yes,
Music. This is The Night Chicago Died in Spanish. I seriously, by
It is?
Paper Lace. It's The Night Chicago Died.
I like it better this way.
That's so
But anyway,
cool.
we rode into town. One of the people that I was with, they knew the place a lot better than I did. And we pulled up in front of this house, and there was this little old lady sitting out in front of the house with a stone actual like piled up stones around an open fire with a big flat stone on top. And she was making fresh corn tortillas. And we bought 2 dozen of them, took them back, and while we were doing that, the moms were there in the campground cooking scrambled eggs and stuff. Oh man. I was 14 when I learned about fresh made corn tortillas.
Wow. You beat me because I was like 40.
They don't do a lot of this stuff in Vermont.
Or Maine. Because I grew up in Maine.
You don't do it there either. We'll put some of this hot sauce on there. This would be enough for dinner for both of us, but
This is so good.
I got a whole goat head on the way. Cabeza de chivo.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not eating the eyeballs.
No, I'm not going to eat the eyeballs either.
I've never eaten an eyeball, and I will probably die still being able to say that.
I wouldn't eat one as a kid. When my mother tried to serve me fish eyeballs. That was a no. So
Now we gotta try this sauce.
the meat itself has this wonderful charred flavor because I'm sure they're probably pit roasting it. And it's rich and just absolutely redolent with the fat. It doesn't have a really strong gamey flavor to it, but you can definitely tell it's goat and it's delicious.
I've tasted lamb with a stronger flavor than that.
Yeah,
It's really mild.
it's very mild, but it's so good.
There's no question that it's goat, but it's a very mild goat flavor. Now, I've raised goats myself in the past. It'll all come down to what you feed them. If you let them eat whatever they want, and you let the males grow to full adulthood,
Oh, they're going to be strong.
strong flavor.
Yeah, the hormones will make them very strong. And man, Billy Goat is pretty rank. I would imagine they would probably taste kind of like they smell.
It's in that direction, but not really.
Not as bad.
What it is, if we had, when we were raising them, if we had a male that it was time for him to go to the butcher, we just tell him grind the whole thing and mix it half and half with another one.
Goat burger. Goat
burger.
burger. Goat burger would be good.
If you don't like lamb, you probably won't like goat.
Well, I did
Oh,
grow up with an appreciation for fresh goat milk. And the trick to having good goat milk is not having the billies around.
yeah, we always kept the billy goat
They have to
a
be
good
they
distance
have to be
away,
pretty separate.
the other end of the yard.
I'm wondering if he thought we were substituting the Birria Grande for the Cabeza de Chivo instead of one of each.
I
But that
wasn't
would-
doing much on communicating.
But then that would be, a language barrier issue. But we're doing pretty well, considering neither of us really speaks the other person's language here. Now, we'll have to pan around and show you the restaurant.
We're on a 360. I
It's
just go
super
around
cute.
with the editor.
And we have a heavy storm going on outside, so this place is fairly empty. which is not good for the restaurant, but you know, works well for this purpose because then you can get a good look at the restaurant.
Yeah.
We have the hand-woven textiles. I see some of the souvenir quality sombreros up there. Wall art of a nopale cactus and the nice, cheerful, traditional orange walls. And then behind us, okay, Museo Pantaleon Panduro.
That looks like a mission.
Yeah.
And that looks like a cemetery.
I gotta turn around to see this one. This one is Centro Cultural El Refugio. So
Which means
it's a cultural center and
Okay.
refuge. Apparently.
okay.
Hmm. This is just delectable.
It might sound weird to a lot of you, but Chivo,
It's one of
it's wonderful.
It's one of my favorites. If I find lamb, duck, or goat on a menu, I'm a happy camper. I would include like venison or elk or moose, but it's not like we can find those at your average restaurant. So if we want those, we gotta cook them at home. This is
We gotta make birria de chivo and then make tamales out of it.
mmm. Yummy. The broth is good too.
I think we should order a dozen tortillas.
We could do that. Have a dozen fresh made tortillas to take home. Mm.
I mean, you can get handmade tortillas every day at Vallarta, the grocery store I go to. But everybody makes them just a little bit different.
These are nice.
Very soft.
They're soft, they're light, so they're not like heavy, dense.
They're not thick.
They're not super chewy. You know, so the texture is spot on. They're almost a little bit creamy on the inside.
They're perfect.
They're so good. Yes. Wow. I want to eat more, but I'm like already kind of full.
Already wiped out, huh?
Pretty much.
Well, I'm not going to eat the rest of this, I guarantee you. Not in one sitting anyway, that's a lot.
Especially if we do actually get the cabeza. But I think he might have thought we were switching them out.
I figured it was just that this is ready. And that texture, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they pretty much should have them fairly well roasted because they're using the whole roast when they're cooking. They're not wasting anything.
Well, if that miscommunication happened, do we just call this dinner and come back soon and get that? Or do we go ahead and no, we want that too?
We could do it either way. You certainly don't have to twist my arm to get me to come back. Because this is delicious.
Oh, we'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to come here around the holidays.
Yeah, they were closed for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah,
They shut down. It's family-run business, and they were taking that time to be with their families.
They shut down the place completely for at least 2 weeks. So if you wanted birria de chivo for Christmas, you're out of luck.
Mm-hmm.
New Year's, you were out of luck. It was a week after New Year's.
Yep.
I bet they had some parties at their house.
I'm sure they did. I would imagine probably more than one Chivo gave it up for the greater cause.
There's an event that we go to once a year that the caterer cooks a pig in a pit. And we keep trying to talk him into putting a goat in there with it. I even told him, I'll buy the goat.
Uh-huh.
Because there's places right nearby this area that the event is held that have goats. I'll buy the goat. If they'll put it in the ground and I get to have a good quantity of it.
Now, I'm looking at the beverage menu, so maybe that's beverage, so I know that much. And they have horchata, jamaica, and pina colada, which are natural orange juice. You get 32 ounces of probably fresh squeezed orange juice for $8.
Is it radioactive?
Probably not.
When I make it, it's radioactive.
Cerveza, so that's beer. I don't know what caguama is or tecate. I do know what a michelada is. They have coffee, tea, Chico. I wonder if that's Topo Chico, the seltzer water, maybe. And I don't know what a heracala is. So there are mysteries to be explored. But I'm not going to be ordering the michelada because I'm not really a drinker, so I'm not a fan of that.
This hot salsa is not the kind of salsa that where the heat builds and it gets stronger and stronger with each bite. It just
Steady?
holds a nice level.
Is that a banda band? I think that is.
Mm-hmm.
We have banda music on the television, which is always fun. It's so cheerful.
The guys are wearing purple leather caps
Mm-hmm.
with white fringes,
With matching jackets.
matching jackets, and white cowboy hats.
Uh-huh.
Caballero hat. I love banda music.
Well, I definitely did not expect to hear The Night Chicago Died in Spanish. My brain kept trying to fill in some of the chorus that can get in the English version, but they didn't do it in their version, which is all right because then maybe we won't get dinged for the music in the background.
Well, on the Insta 360, the editor that you put on your computer, there's a button you can switch to make it concentrate the audio on nearby voices. And that helps keep you out of trouble with getting dinged for copyrights.
This was a good idea.
I'm looking even at the rest of this going home with us, whether we get the cabeza or not. They don't have the music turned up real loud where it's bothering me either.
No, there's one restaurant we went to. We went in, we sat down, and we're looking forward to trying Mexican sushi because that was one of their specialties, and it was deafening. Like you couldn't hear each other sitting just across the table, like yelling at each other. It's painful to the ears, so we left.
I was in Fresno.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever try that restaurant.
They have one. The same people have a location I don't think it's in Bakersfield. It's someplace between Bakersfield and Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on the list with the police. They're in the place all the time. Shootings, murders.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. Well, it's too loud for me anyhow. When I go out to a meal, I want to enjoy it and relax and enjoy the ambiance of the place without being deafened. So this is absolutely lovely.
This is it's a lot nicer place than what they had across the street.
It's like twice the size. The dining or even the dining room, I think,
At
is
least.
three size. I think it's probably closer to 3 times the size of what it was across the street.
Yeah, and that place was all just whitewashed and, you know, the cheap. I mean, these are not expensive tables, but
It looked like a diner, like a, you know, inexpensive. It tended to make me think more of a Greek diner because it was white and blue.
yeah.
It didn't really make me think Mexican
It
restaurant.
may have been one at one time.
Maybe.
It was, if you've ever been in one of the Mad Greek restaurants,
Yeah, it made me
it
think
was a
of
lot
that.
like that.
It made me think very much of that.
Like the one in Baker on the way to Las Vegas.
So I would say you can bring me back here anytime because this is really good. And who knows, it may help me improve mi español.
And sometimes, like if she's working long hours.
Yeah.
I've been retired for almost 17 years now. So I'm not going to wait for her to get home 10 o'clock at night and say, "Hey, hon, what's for dinner?" No, I cook. And, you know, sometimes I get busy doing other stuff or I forget to get something or whatever. And, you know, it's like, hey, wait a
I think
minute,
here comes.
it's 7 o'clock at night
I'm not sure if that is theirs or if that's our head.
and I didn't cook
No,
anything.
that's theirs.
And so what I used to do was right down the street here, Rusty's Pizza. I'd go get pizza and chicken. But now that I know what this is like, and they're open till, what did you
11
say,
p.m.
11?
This is a Tuesday night and they're open till 11.
I'm gonna come here and just order up some Chivo. She'll be just happy as can be when she gets home.
Oh, I'll eat Chivo any day of the week.
She's not gonna complain at all that I didn't cook.
Well, either way, personally, I'm appreciative. Like, you know, it doesn't really matter what it is. I'm very appreciative that you take the time to do that.
Well, like I say, it didn't seem right to me that I would just like be retired and doing whatever all day and then wait for her to get home and she's supposed to cook dinner. No,
Well,
no,
I mean,
no.
When I-
she retires,
yeah.
then we'll be sharing it.
Then we'll switch it. Yeah. We share it up.
I don't think you've ever used the built-in vacuum cleaner, have you?
Yeah, I have.
You have? A few minutes here, a few minutes there.
I've used it here and there. The hose only barely stretches enough to reach both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
Yeah, you got to really pull on it.
good. So good.
So, were you gonna try to order it? Because it obviously,
I think it got lost in translation,
yeah, which is not a big problem.
which is okay.
You want to just go with this for now?
Yeah, let's go with this for now because he looks like he was touching bases with us. But
Yeah. No, we will be back.
Well, we will be back. I was kind of interested to see the presentation of the head. Because that's one of the things, like, I'm going to Mongolia later this year. Yes, there will be videos from Mongolia. And one of they have a lot of sheep and stuff, and one of the things they have is the whole head, and you literally get the whole roasted head. Yeah.
So in downtown, in the biggest city, the capital city of Mongolia,
should be Ulaanbaatar.
there is one of the fanciest restaurants in the country, and one of their most popular dishes is sheep head.
Well, and they've got lots of horse meat dishes and just interesting stuff. The diet there is very heavily meat centric, because that's what they have basically. I mean, it's a landlocked country, so.
Well, and the climate there doesn't really support a lot of agriculture.
Well, plus they're nomads. A lot of the people who are there are nomads, so they're actually, I think the name of the restaurant is like the Modern Nomad, but it's serving all kinds of traditional foods. So this is kind of like the Mexican version of that.
So stay tuned. You'll be seeing videos about sheep's head and a horse meat stew.
Yep.
From Mongolia.
Yep.
She's gonna have some fun.
Oh man. Yep. Are you gonna be sad you aren't going? We're leaving the men folk behind.
I'm glad you're gonna be out there having fun. So we'll have
me and my bestie
a video of them riding camels in the Gobi Desert.
Camels, Przewalski's horses.
Yak milk.
Yep. I'll drink yak milk.
It's going to be quite an experience.
Yeah. One of the things that I like about traveling, wherever we travel, is we get to explore local culture and local specialties wherever we're going.
Well, you're staying with the local people in their yurt,
We
right?
will be staying, yep, they call it a gur, but we will be staying with local people. And we're traveling around the country, which is massive, it's huge. And in each stop, we're going to be staying at different nomadic groups. Yeah, but the country is just so enormous, there's no way we can see even more than a small fraction of it. Like there's whole regions we won't get to see on this trip.
You get to ride around in the Chinese version of the Toyota Land Cruiser.
Yeah, basically. I think it's probably the Russian version.
And Russian?
I think it's Russian. I mean, it could go either way because Mongolia is sandwiched between China and Russia.
Well, we get 2 ribs worth out of this.
Yep.
Well, you don't know how to clean a rib very well.
I did clean the rib. I can eat off of it.
I still got another bite of meat off of that rib that you were chewing on.
Wait, is it like, put your pinky finger on that. It's like a wishbone?
I don't think we're going to be able to break that one.
It's a pretty sturdy rib.
But anyway, yeah, we had some discussions and had to talk to some people who speak Spanish daily to find out if it was birria or birria. The accent is on the beer. Birria.
Birria.
And this is like a cafeteria. Birria. Guadalajara. So, I mean, when we first saw that word, we were like, birria?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
let's go try it.
And this is, well,
Wonderful.
obviously it's right on the name there. It's Guadalajara style food.
Única and original.
Unique.
Unique and original.
The unique and original.
Birria de Chivo. If you want something interesting and extremely tasty in Bakersfield, we're gonna.
And if you want to see the menu and get a sneak peek at it, you can scan that code right there. It'll bring it all up for you.
But for now, we're gonna go ahead and check out from here anyway. We might still munch a little bit on some chips and salsa here.
Well, then we also have amazing
A whole bunch of mica made from the flower petals of the hibiscus flower.
The hibiscus tree.
I would have never guessed. I mean, the stuff that you get in a regular Mexican restaurant that comes out of the plastic fountain that circulates it, that stuff's good. But if
This,
they're making it themselves,
the homemade, is light years better.
so we're gonna see you guys on the next one. That is so good. A very unique flavor.